Monster Truck fans, welcome to the Plateau Arena for your July 23rd event coverage. Our first competition of the night is going to be timed racing with Gravedigger as the first competitor up. We've got a bit of a different timed racing style today. Each truck will choose which lane they start in, but they're still going to have to make a pass in both lanes. Gravedigger is going to choose the close side lane to start. He is staged and ready to rock, and we have green for our first race of the night. This timed racing style, they're going to have to hit both racing lanes. You hit the one right off of turn one on the opposite side, and then you have to do a full lap before coming around to hit your starting lane racing ramp. Gravedigger coming to the finish line across the final turn, and a 24.15 seconds for Gravedigger. Got a bit hung up after that first turn there. These drivers are going to have to adjust to these track conditions. He's getting staged for his second pass. Gravedigger coming off of a racing win last event, event 16. Looking to follow it up with another one here tonight. Coming around the first corner, takes it too wide, has to try and reconnect there. Coming around the third corner, getting set to go across the far side racing lane. Goes off it a bit sideways, but I think he got both tires on the ramp. A great final turn, and that is the time for Gravedigger, but across that first racing lane ramp, just like that, he did not get both front tires off it. So it is going to be a 26.12 with that 5-second penalty, so we will keep the 24.15 seconds from Gravedigger from his first pass, and he will be your leader so far in timed racing. Your second to last competitor of the night in timed racing, it is El Toro Loco. Let's see if he will choose the same starting lane that Gravedigger did, or if he's going to go for a different approach, and he is going to start on the far side lane. He is staged and ready to rock. The Crazy Bull is off for his first racing pass. Oh, beautiful first turn. That was just impeccable. Coming around the track once more, going for the other racing lane. Huge air from the front end off of that, making great time across the course. And what a pass, El Toro Loco. Zero faults, a 20.07 seconds so far. And he's still got one more lap to go to try and beat that time even further, maybe even get into the 19-second range. He is ready to take on this course once again. El Toro Loco is off for his second time racing pass. More big air from the front end. A little bit wide the second corner. Makes up some ground on the straightaway. And he was not supposed to go off of that racing lane right there. He will have to go off of this one. That is going to severely hurt his time. Luckily, he's already in the lead with that first pass. And hey, he still beat Gravedigger's first time with that 24.11 seconds. El Toro Loco is your new leader in timed racing with a 20.07 seconds. And last but not least, Megalodon is your final competitor for timed racing. He's gotten to watch both of our other competitors compete prior, and it looks like he is going to be going for the same starting lane as Gravedigger, that close side lane. Megalodon is staged. A quick stage there for Megalodon. He's had a bit of trouble with staging, but he is off for his first pass. A bit wide the first corner, but I think that was intentional for him to be able to get up to the ramp, but he bobbled a little bit going over it. He clips it right there, clips the pod just a little bit, and way too wide in the grass that last attempt, and that's going to be a 5-second penalty. He did not get both front tires off of it right there. He even goes off after that a little bit. a 25.10 seconds for Megalodon. He's still got one pass left to go. That purple light right there means he needs to restage back to the line. He's going to have to inch forward a little bit more. And there we go. We've fixed that box that he hit after his first pass, after he crossed the finish line. Nice job over the racing lane to start, but he has to back up because of the tree. And right there again, he just gets hung up, gets too close to the wall, has to reverse. That's going to really hurt your time right there. And oh man, he just pile drives the turning box right after the racing lane ramp. He will not qualify for a score from that, and it looks like he will not finish after hitting that turning box. We are going to keep the 25.10 seconds for Megalodon. It looks like he didn't get a penalty. The officials must have taken a close up and saw that he did get both front tires off of it, but El Toro Loco is your time racing winner. And now we are moving right from time racing to skills. These drivers, they're going to get 2 attempts in the skills competition. Megalodon lining up for that dual log ramp. Brand new. We added some embedded obstacles to this track. Oh, and it looks like Megalodon was just lining up for that. If I had to guess, that might be his second attempt. Let's see what he goes for first. He is going to go for the box stack. Or, no, maybe not. Taking his time, just getting a good look of everything. Sometimes the track can change between when you do the track walk and during the actual event. So let's see, going for that send it ramp. A huge, perfectly vertical sky wheelie for Megalodon to start off the skills competition. That was a fantastic skills attempt, and Megalodon gonna have to, like, you gotta shake off the any negative things you have happen in the previous competition. Going for a sky wheelie off of the dual log ramp. A great job from Megalodon. 2 very, very solid skills attempts, and it shows with that score, an 8.875 for Megalodon. You have a rough go in racing. You come back and you do that in skills. Great job from Megalodon. El Toro Loco, your racing winner from tonight, is going to be your second competitor out for the skills competition. El Toro Loco has not won a skills competition in 3 events, and that was not what he was looking for his first attempt. Went for a sky wheelie off of the box stack and just got absolutely nothing from it. It looks like he's going to go right from that, right to lining up to the single log stack. He's going to need something big here, and I don't think he got great elevation on the front end, but I just don't think he got enough power to it to be able to get a significant score from that, a 3.250. The skills slump unfortunately continues for El Toro Loco. Megalodon is still your skills leader. And your last competitor out for our skills competition is Gravedigger. He has been on a bit of a hot streak so far, as to say he won event 16 overall, as well as he has won 2 out of the last 3 skills competitions. So let's see if he can continue that tonight, lining up for a reverse popper for his first attempt. The move he's been trying all season, and he just can't quite get it there. Props to him for trying something new that nobody has tried yet tonight, but he just couldn't get it done right there. What's he lining up for? I think it's going to be a bicycle for his second attempt. Haven't seen many from Gravedigger this season. Oh man! Right over on the lid. He rides the box stack and the send it ramps wall continues the bicycle all the way off of that ski ramp, a 7.875 for Gravedigger, meaning Megalodon is your skills winner. It's time now for overall after 2, where we go through your overall event standings after the first 2 competitions of the night, and it is currently tied all across the board. Megalodon with the momentum going into freestyle with that big skills win, 2 just fantastic attempts. Gravedigger staying consistent, second in racing, second in skills. El Toro Loco with a big racing win. He has been really dominant in racing so far this season, but in skills he is just still in that slump. Gravedigger overtook the series points lead from Megalodon. Once again, he is back in that spot after event 16. Freestyle will decide your overall event winner. It is absolutely anybody's game. Anything can happen once freestyle starts. And if I had to pick my favorite to win freestyle, I think it'd be Megalodon, just because of the momentum that he's carrying from skills. He had that rough end to time racing and then had to just go back and come right back out immediately. He was the first one out in skills, but we'll see. Anything's possible. Let's see what these trucks can do with our new embedded obstacles on Track Style 3. It's time for freestyle. El Toro Loco, your first one out for freestyle, getting a great combo to start off the run. These trucks have 90 seconds to fill for freestyle. Going for the racing lane next, cruises right over top of it. Now lining up for the ski ramp. Gets a nice jump onto the pod. And El Toro Loco reversing now, going for the backside of it. Big air off of that lip on top of the ski ramp. Now for the send it ramp. Pops that front end up in the air. He's got a great run coming together, keeping good momentum so far. Up over the racing lane, and he is over, barreling onto his side. That is going to be it for El Toro Loco. Only a 5.824, and that is with a 1-point deduction because he did not fill a minute of the run. Look at that right there. He just drops off the edge of the send it ramp. That is such a landmine on the side of the pod right there. That is unforgiving, and that is going to be it for El Toro Loco. Your series points leader, Gravedigger, is up next for freestyle. He's been consistent all night. Let's see if he can get it done. And he saves it right off of the first ramp. Goes off sideways, right on the side of the ski ramp, and he's able to bicycle, save it. Right off that same lip, going the other way. Hits the send it ramp, cruises over the pod, and he is lining up for the single log. Gets a nice little wheelie over the pod. Taking a stroll across the dual log ramp. Now comboing from the ski ramp right to the racing lane. Going for that send it ramp. Oh, no, he faked me out. He went right for the box stack. I thought he was for sure going for it again. Let's see, a nice little cattywampus across the pod. Now he's going for it again. Didn't get a lot of elevation off of that, but you know what? He's filling the time, and right now with the score and the run that El Toro Loco had, that's what you gotta do. You gotta fill your time to get that big score. Up across the racing lane, lining up, comboing it to the other one. 10 seconds left for Gravedigger. Let's see if he can put a big exclamation point onto this run. Tries the cross thread. Doesn't quite get it, but he is filling that clock over the trophy ramp, and that's going to be it for freestyle for Gravedigger. The scores are in, a 9.301. Gravedigger is your new leader, and he's got more in the tank. He's still on all four wheels. He is going to keep tearing up this track. A big wheelie off of the single log ramp. just for you Monster Truck fans. That is the encore after the freestyle for Gravedigger. He is your new leader, and we've got one more to go. Megalodon right from the tunnel to the racing lane. Huge air, and now what a combo. That was an even greater combo than Gravedigger, and now huge air off of the backside of the ski ramp. Lines up all the way for the send it ramp. Gets a little bit hung up on the pod right there. He's going to reverse it. Let's see. Yeah, the single log ramp right on the side of it. Wasn't quite what I thought. Gets a little bit of a bicycle off of it. Just rides that there. And oh, Megalodon is over right off the side of it. I want to see the replay on that. A 6.171 that is also with a 1-point deduction. Here we go. It is the replay. What air off of the backside, the lip on top of that ski ramp. And now the move that ended his run early, he had the momentum going in, he had a great run going, and just ended it on his lid right there. If he had more power to the front end, I am sure he could have saved that, but not quite this time for Megalodon. Your freestyle results: Gravedigger, a landslide victory in this freestyle, just I think purely because he filled the full time, didn't have any mishaps, any rollovers, and that's what got him that high score. Gravedigger 9.301 for 5 points. He will also get the overall event win and extend his series points lead even further. Megalodon in second with 6.171 and El Toro Loco with 5.824. And we are not done yet. We have flipped Megalodon back over. It is time for the encore. We had 2 trucks roll over early, so we are going to bring everybody back out and give more freestyle action for you Monster Truck fans. Megalodon going for the send it ramp, getting a wheelie, going for it again. A bit sideways onto the side of that ski ramp, comboing it across the pod. Oh, and what a sky wheelie off of the side of the box stack. Getting nice air over the racing lane. Comboing it to the other one on the other side of the track. This is not for stores. This is all for you Monster Truck fans. These trucks, these competitors giving you a little bit extra, since a couple of them ended up rolling over a little bit early in freestyle. And Megalodon, a bicycle out of nowhere, the same spot that he went into another bicycle out of nowhere back on Track Style 2. I think that box just bit him, and he is over. But that's not the end of the encore tonight. We're going to bring El Toro Loco back out, and he's going to start off his encore with the bicycle. Right off of the boxes again, going the other way, now lining up, comboing it to the backside of another bicycle, and he will not save that one. He will go over onto his roof. A short-lived but wild encore for El Toro Loco. What a bicycle. And Gravedigger, your overall event winner, the last one out, to give an encore for you Monster Truck fans. Oh man, I thought he was going over, but he just stands it right there on the side of the truck, balancing it, and is able to set it back down and keep going, giving the competitors that are already rolled over a bit of a love tap, while he just tears up this course, reversing up the landing ramp, and he is going for reverse poppers in the encore. Maybe a little bit of practice for next event, I'm not sure, but here we go. Another going for a bicycle. Gravedigger wants a piece of it too. Rides the pod all the way around to Megalodon, up the send it ramp. What an event this has been. Even if freestyle was a little bit short-lived, these competitors, they never fail to show out. And that is going to be it for your encore before we go to our overall event standings. Let's see the overall event standings. Gravedigger extends his series points lead with this overall event win. Second in racing, second in skills, first in freestyle, 11 points overall. He is your overall event winner. Megalodon last in racing with that box hit and just bobbling across the course, a little bit of wide turns, not what you want to see, but he came back. Huge win in skills, great attempts, and second in freestyle with a great first half. And El Toro Loco, once again this season, fantastic in racing, but a slump in skills, and freestyle just didn't go his way. And now for your season series point standings. Across every event we've had so far, Gravedigger is still in the lead. He extends his lead over Megalodon by 2 more points and extends his lead over El Toro Loco by 4 more points. Gravedigger 159, Megalodon 7 away with 152, and El Toro Loco 17 behind. What a turn of events with 142. With that, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like on this video to support the channel, and we will see you guys next time very shortly, I swear, with more event coverage from the Plateau Arena for our 5th anniversary point series.